important to keep your leather from rotting, keep it from drying out. That goes for holsters, belts, hawk holders, and it also goes for knife handles, leather knife handles. When you first get a new knife that has a leather handle, you want to, especially a dyed one like this, it's dyed black, the leather's pretty hard. You want to keep that leather soft. It gives it a good feel. You know how tight to grip the knife when you're throwing it. But the main thing it does is softens the leather to where it, if you bounce it, it will hammer back into shape. And it usually won't tear like it would if it dries out. You can knock off the leather all around this rivet right here if that leather is hard and brittle. And what I do is I use saddle soap. Any brand of saddle soap will work. Take a rag and I dampen that rag with water, and I open up the saddle soap and I rub that saddle soap in there into that leather really good, and it softens it up. What you can do then, and this is also important, because in some throws like mountain man events, they'll have targets on the extreme edges of a block, and if you throw that knife and clip the edge of that block, it will tear this leather off right here, damage it. What I do after I soften that leather up really good is I put it on a hard surface and I bevel the very edge of that grip, that leather grip, making it as narrow as possible. Don't overdo it, don't hammer it hard. Just keep that bevel, keep that handle as narrow right in this area as you can. And that gives you a lot better chance of, if you do miss the block, chances are you'll miss your target stocks too, your handle stocks. Don't do this before you soften it up with saddle soap, and that will help protect the handles. I do it not just one time, but I do it probably once a week. I'll condition that leather on handles of all my knives that I throw very well, just for that reason, to keep a good feel, consistent feel all the time. When it's humid, your hands are a little bit sweaty, it still gives you that same feel as when it's cold. So take care of these things. Aren't cheap. They cost a lot of money. There's a lot of special work goes into these things. When they say custom made, that's the best they've got. They're selling you the best they can do, and it's an investment. So bevel the front of your knife handles when they're leather. Soften them up first really good with saddle soap, and the more you use the saddle soap, the better the conditioning of that leather is, and you can bevel that down that much easier. So I thought I'd share that with you. It's just some knife maintenance. I saddle soap all my leather goods and all my knife handles. This one, it's perfect. It's been saddle soaped 6 or 8 weeks. Once a week, saddle soap it. And I've hit it several times on the edges of the target. Yeah, it moves it a little bit, but you can take your ball peen hammer or the back of your tomahawk and use that to tap that back in place. And saddle soap and water and care of your knives works really good. So I thought I'd share that with you. So y'all have a great day.